Hi guys, today let's talk about diffusion filter. So my name is Riccardo Fasoli, I'm a wedding videographer and I'm doing my best to make grow this YouTube channel. Sorry again for my English. I know someone will complain about that, but I hope that the most of you can understand me. So how I discovered the diffusion filter. I was in an event and a director of the photography, he told me, Riccardo, try to use diffusion filter. Because I was every time complaining that the look of my camera, it was a little bit too much digital, it was a little bit too sharp. And he said to me, use the diffusion filter. We use every time diffusion filter. Okay, what is this diffusion filter? And then I try to study, to understand what are these diffusion filter. And I discover a word that is so big because there are really a lot. Probably a lot of you already heard about the Pro Mist, the black Pro Mist, but there are really a lot. Actually, there's in the Tiffin website, there's a kind of triangle that makes you understand what this diffusion filter are doing to the image. And the diffusion filter, they are, sorry, I corrected my ND filter, my value ND filter, because the sun is coming. Okay, so it's okay, like this. They touch three aspects of the image. One is the sharpness, one is the contrast, and one is the halation. So these three elements, it add this filter, this filter. They are touching these three elements of the image. Actually, if you are watching the filter really near, you will see that there are some really small points, really small points. And this helps to make the image a little bit softer or create that kind of bloom effect. And in the wedding films, this is the things what I'm doing mostly. It adds a really beautiful character to the image. So it makes the image a little bit more cinematic in somehow. It makes the skin a little bit softer. It adds that fantastic blooming effect and it removes a little bit the contrast. After using a lot of time the Pro Mist, I used the 1/8, so it was the lightest version of the Pro Mist. I was happy for a long time, till that I discovered the Glimmerglass. After that I study really good that kind of triangle. I understand that the Glimmerglass is doing a little bit better what I need, because I wanted a little bit more contrast of what the Pro Mist it was removing a little bit too much sometimes. So the Glimmerglass is my favorite choice for diffusion filter in this moment. If you watch the most of my wedding films in this channel, especially in the last couple of years, they are all with Glimmerglass. And this filter, I had it for each one of my lenses. So each one of my lenses, they have this kind of look. The problem, what I have with this filter, is that I'm using, like in this moment, for example, there's the light from the window that is coming and go. I'm every time adjusting the ND filter, the value ND filter, to have the better exposure, hopefully. And when I add the diffusion filter, the Glimmerglass, sometimes, especially in really wide angle, the 24 millimeters, I have to use a really big one, because if not, it adds a kind of vignette to the edge of the image. The other problem is that for the reason that you have more layers of lenses in front of the lens, it adds also that kind of ghosting when there are some fairy lights or some lights. You can see some flarings and some ghosting that sometimes are disturbing. They are not so good. So I don't like them so much when they are too much, especially when you are in the evening and there are so many fairy lights. You can't control it for that kind that kind of effect. Sometimes it's cool, but the other problem is that not every one of my camera can have the same look and the same filter. I'm talking about some small camera. For example, the drone footage. It's I didn't found a Pro Mist or a diffusion filter that it was acceptable for the image. And or the GoPro, also the GoPro. There are some films where I have the GoPro that helped me to some corner or some fourth camera somewhere, and the image it didn't match as look in the look of the image with the other cameras. So that was a problem. Till that I discovered this fantastic plugin. And this fantastic plugin, it's only for DaVinci Resolve. So you guys that you are working with DaVinci Resolve, you should be really happy. I am still not fully in that DaVinci Resolve, so I'm switching here and there. My main program is Final Cut, and it will stay, I think, forever. The editing program, but for color grading, DaVinci Resolve is, and for this plugin, so this plugin, it's the name is Scatter. I think that it's pronounced like that. I will write you down. Nothing is sponsored in this video, so everything it's my experience, what I tried, and I'm sharing with you guys. So Scatter, it's a plugin, very pricey, but what is offering, it's worth the money. Absolutely, it's worth, because these lenses, these filters, they are quite pricey. They are really pricey. So $100, $200, they are in that range of prices. And to have a plugin that is offering every kind of these filters, so you see that there's a list of every kind of filter with their characteristic that you can choose, and you can move the different kind of sliders to try to adjust their intensity. You can control what kind of camera, picture profile, what kind of lens, because guys, every filter, so if you are using Glimmerglass 1 in 24mm, the effect is different from 50mm. I'm not so picky. I tell you the truth, I'm not so picky, but to have the possibility to control it in post, it's amazing. It's really a good thing. And actually, I love it because in the last few weddings that I shot, so in the last 3 or 4 weddings from last year, how I started this season, with the wedding of the season, and also this video, it's everything without the Glimmerglass, because I do it in post, and the plugin, it's really powerful, guys. I done some tests. I tried a lot to compare the differences that I can get, that if I can see some really big differences where I would think, no, that's the filter, it's better, it looks better. But that kind of feeling, I never had it. And the feeling what I have with that plugin, it's so organic and so good, the look, that I really don't need any one of this filter. And the possibility to have the image clean and you can adjust in post, match your drone footage, you match your GoPro footage or some other cameras where you don't have the possibility to add this filter. It's really cool. It's really cool. I say, guys, I think that I will hold them some, but the most of them I will put to sell, because I think that here I have a couple of €1,000 of filters that I can let them at home now. I'm a little bit more free with the lenses, so I don't have that big flarings and ghosting, so it's a big plus. So guys, this was another really small video only to tell you about this fantastic tool, and I hope it was useful. If you like it, press the like button or subscribe. This will help me. As I said, this video is not sponsored by anything, so ciao!